Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, October 1st. Had a mixed bag of information on Friday. We had increased progress on inflation, if you look at core inflation, as we talked about in the advanced video. So we saw a market rallying based on that information. But we also have this potential government shutdown, which looks like it's going to occur over the weekend, which impacts millions of people. Let's hope that doesn't happen. From a market point of view, if you think about it in that regard, a number of people have looked at the past. Well, let's do this. If you look at Randy Frederick at Schwab, he mentioned that the past 8 shutdowns has been neutral to positive for the market. The longest one, 35 days, was up 10.3%. But that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen now. But I just wanted to put that out there so you have an idea of what is the impact from a stock market point of view of a government shutdown. Now, if you're not familiar with what we're looking at, the red line means sell, green line means buy. These are not buy and sell recommendations. These are ideas that I just want to share with you. And if you see a dashed line, it means it's something that occurred previous to today. Also, you can go back almost 10 years and look at previous videos. Or you can go back over the last few days and say, all right, what was he saying when this happened up here? Okay, so with that background, the difference if we were a seller here and a buyer here in the S&P, to give you an idea of what it means dollar-wise. And this is just a reference. It's $9,650 a contract. Now, if you look at the NASDAQ market, the difference between that sell to buy level is $14,480 a contract. What are we looking for on Monday? Really depends on what happens on the weekend. The Dow, the difference between that sell and buy level is $4,295 a contract. In the Russell, and again that occurred earlier in the week, the difference between that sell level to that buy level excuse me, was $3,100 a contract. So it's going to be interesting to see what the weekend brings to these markets. In the euro, the dollar got a bit weaker, but it strengthened towards the end of the session. The difference between the sell and buy level in that market's $900 a contract. In the Swissy, that difference between the sell and buy level there is $2,087.50. If we look at, and what this implies is that the dollar could strengthen next week, continue to do that, which means these currencies would get weaker. Well, what we see here, the difference between that sell and buy level in Mr. Yen, it's $1,912.50. Over here in the Aussie dollar, this difference between that sell to that buy level was $40 a contract. And what are we looking, I mean, 300, excuse me, $320 a contract. And what are we looking for in that market? Again, we're seeing what I call consistency of behavior. It's how market behaves at a particular level. We talked about in the advanced video. Great example of that action there. And in the British pound, the difference between the sell to the buy level in that market, excuse me, is $1,112.50. Over in the Canadian dollar, I thought we had a rally going, but again, consistency of behavior is the dominant activity there. It's that difference between the sell and buy level, that's the $40 I mentioned earlier. In Bitcoin, we saw this market firming up. The difference here between that sell to this buy level was $4,000. No, it wasn't. It was $775 a contract. Look for a sideways move there. In the interest rate markets, 10-year notes, that difference there was 775 no, it's not $750 a contract. Look for weakness to occur though on Monday. Bond market difference between the sell and buy level on Friday was $2,968.75. That also is a neutral zone trade. We have the possibility of a sideways move. Gold continues its break to the downside. Dollar stays stronger. Look for a move lower. Over in silver, the difference between the sell and buy level there, $1,700 a contract. Copper, a lot of people are enthusiastic about this market. I don't think the fundamentals are there. The difference between that sell level to this buy level, $1,500 a contract. Be careful there if you're on the long side. Crude breaking a little bit here to the downside. That difference in that market, excuse me, chokes me up just thinking about this. $1,000 a contract. The bias is still for a move to the upside. Watch the dollar's impact on that. A nat gas, look for an inside type day. We had some fundamentals coming out on the ags. The difference between the sell and buy level in beans, that dollar value there was, let me get that for you, was $550 a contract. The difference here, I do look for further movement down, but not a big day down. Same thing with corn. Don't look for this to fall out of bed on Monday. It's already absorbed the news that was out there. Wheat's in the same boat. It's amazing what's happening fundamentally. As we talked about in the advanced video, what's going on with these markets. It's really interesting. The difference between that sell and buy level in Mr. Wheat is $300. Well, those are my thoughts for today. I hope you found something helpful. Look forward to being with you again on Monday. In the meantime, have a terrific weekend and take care.